So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to MotoGP 18. This time we're going to be doing the career mode. So here we go, we got the career introduction and this is probably going to be one of the most anticipated series on the channel. So as you can see, we're going to be here for the brand new game, the 2018 season game, and we are going to be starting right at the bottom at the Red Bull Rookie. So I have actually already started a career mode, but I didn't record it. It was only just to get into it and see. So as you can see, we've already got all our options available to us, so it saves a bit of time actually. So I've just gone for pretty much the standard stuff, same as last year. Number 63, gonna be doing the race length. We're gonna do 15% for now. Only racer sessions for now. AI difficulty on hard for now. I mean, that looks quite low for me, considering played on simulation. But trust me, on this game, the AI have improved a lot. We're going to have body damage and realistic tyre wear. Our manual starts I'm going to have off for now. Penalties are going to go for official rules. Physics level, this is the physics levels I play on. We got auto brakes off, joint brakes on, because you know I'm a bit of a noob like that, I can't do the individual brakes. Off track help off, auto tuck in on, ideal trajectory, so no racing line on, automatic gearbox. I'm gonna have some rewinds just in case. Reputation, so this is a bit about the progression. So we earn rep from races, and there's transfer windows again like there was last year where we can transfer teams. But obviously for now we've got to we can do some rider customization. I've already picked everything from a previous career mode, so I'm just going to show you. We've got riding style, we've got elbows to the ground, same as last year. All the others have got body out and stuff like that. Helmet here, there are loads more helmets. I mean, if we look through this, I mean, just look. The better ones I think are towards the end, which is where we are now. But as you can see, we've got some which are pretty much the same as last year. But then if you go to the start, there's a few new ones as well. There's some AGV helmets in there, looking pretty sweet. So it's all looking pretty sweet. I mean, that looks pretty cool, to be honest. But I'm going to stick with what I got at the minute. Gloves, again, there's loads of gloves. Boots is the same situation. So Milestone for this year, I've actually added in loads of new content for the rider customization. So that's pretty damn sweet. So I can just leave that. Email, so as you can see, we've got rider skills which are going to improve on through the career mode series, and this is just an outline of the championship points. So there's no bike development here at the KTM Red Bull Rookies, but we are going to be going for the first race. Here it's going to be at Jerez. It's going to be the first race of the season. KTM Red Bull Rookies basically consists of, if I'll show you the calendar, I think it's 7 races. Yeah, 7 races. And if we do well, we can get up to Moto 3. It's all going to be about the reputation points we earn from each race. So we've got to make sure we hit our objectives and stuff like that. So let's get into the first round here then at Jerez. So here we are then. You can see there's a brand new introduction and pre-race screen which looks incredible. I mean, just look at it. We're panning through some of the riders here. So if we go to track now, we're going to get a lot more. There's a lot more immersion and actually feeling that you're actually at the race weekends. A lot better than there was last year. But I mean, look at this. How cool is this? This is proper sick, this. So let's get into the first race. And the first thing you'll notice is obviously the step up in graphics. I mean, if you look off track, you'll see like loads as we go around the circuit, loads of smoke, particularly yellow smoke. So here we are then. Right, as you can see in the bottom right, we've got engine braking on full, but I'm going to turn traction control off. Actually, coming into turn number 1 then. Let's take it easy on these Red Bull Rookies. Oh, I'm not very good on these Red Bull Rookies. It's some of the bikes haven't. Well, it's one of the class of bikes I didn't really ride on the previous game. Obviously, it was a nice addition in to the game, and this year as well, nice addition in. But we've had a pretty okay start. It's now whether we can keep up with this pack just ahead of us. I mean, we're in 19th place right now, but it looks like we've got a bit of a run up the inside of 18th place. Oh my god! And the one thing you will notice actually is you got to watch out on the curbs. I mean, especially how bumpy they are, and we've got such thin tyres on. You almost see the bike sliding out of control a little bit, but we were able to control it. Breaking at 100 meter board into this hairpin. Come on! 17th place. I mean, we really need to start pushing. If we want to go for any sort of chances in the championship, we're going to have to start pushing. But that's a bit of a push considering it's our first season in this career mode. But if you look off track there's loads of smoke, a bit of yellow, a bit of red. The smoke canisters from the fans, that's pretty cool. As 18th place comes at us up the inside, we're going to get him back straight away though. Not going to let him do that. This career mode is actually on the PC as well, so it's not on PS4. Last year I did PS4. This year they're doing PC. Come on, we need to start catching up. We've only got 3 laps around here. Obviously as we get later into the career mode we'll be doing qualifying and stuff like that, but I just want to get through Red Bull rookies real quick. Personally not my favourite bikes, but it's nice to see that progression as you go from, you know, Red Bull rookies up to Moto 3, Moto 2 and then potentially into MotoGP. Trying to get a top ride there, and I'm really looking forward to the bike development aspect of this career mode. Obviously there wasn't that in the previous career mode. There was the rider career. They split into 2, which at first seemed pretty cool, but then you don't want to do a career mode twice really. You want to pick your career mode and then you want to stick with it, don't you? You don't want to you don't want to then have to start another one. That's why I picked rider career mode, and then basically manager career mode, you create your own team and stuff like that. But in this they've merged it, so you just progress the actual teams, which is pretty cool. So it's nice to see. But we're still just running around in 18th place. Jerez's one of those weird tracks for me. It's one where I can't really push it very well. Oh my god, we're going to lose out here. We need to pick up as many points as possible. Braking heavy into the hairpin. And we were able to brake quite late, but I don't know what it is around here. I had it on the previous game as well, just not got the pace around Jerez. Trying to push as hard as we can, trying to carry as much corner speed, but it's just one of them weird tracks. You know, you just have one of those tracks where you just can't get it right. As the rear was stepping out on us there. The rear stepping out on a little Red Bull Rookies KTM bike. That is crazy. So obviously we've only got 7 races this season. So we haven't got many races to battle for the championship. So it's all about those quick starts. And we're going to be coming on to the final lap very, very shortly here. We're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. We picked it up in that final sector. Gonna go for a run up the inside of a few bikes, up the inside of Dan Jones for 16th place. Sean Kelly's just ahead of us. I wonder who's going to be leading this race. It's the number 28 bike's car. What a name. I wonder what our pace is like compared to the front runners as we get underneath 15th place. Underneath Sean Kelly, underneath 14th place. We're really pushing it now. Oh, he's going to come straight back at us. And that's the thing from notice. I've played this game, I've got about 3 hours of game time on this. Obviously Milestone, well, I wasn't Milestone, it was their PR team, Renaissance PR, sent out a review code for me. So I've already uploaded, or should have uploaded, I've got the order right, my first impressions of the game. So make sure you go check that out on the channel. And then hopefully this will be the next video going up, the career mode. And then a bit later on we should be bringing a review, a bit more of a long-term review once I've got a bit more game time under my belt and give my impressions. But so far really enjoying it, and it's a worthy upgrade I think from the previous game so far. But obviously still got a lot of features to check out, such as the online, which obviously I can't check out now because not really going to be many people on the online right now, especially on PC. I'm not sure how popular this is on PC. I might have to grab a PS4 copy to test out the online, but we'll have to wait and see. I might actually have to do that, you know, grab a PS4 copy. But we're coming around the final few corners. We're getting on the grass there. Oh, that's really cost us some time. You can see the bike's just getting out of shape, and now we've run it wide. Oh, we've really messed up that last sector. If you could have hooked it up nicely, we can do it. Oh, final corner dive bomb. Oh, that was very aggressive. That was really bad. That was really bad. But we're up into 14th place for our first race. You know, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent first race here at Jerez. Right, so you can see Can Onku took the win. So decent result for him. So let's carry on, and we'll see how the championship lines up. So here you can see this is the career reward system. So we got reputation, we went 69 reputation, that's pretty decent. And you can see here's all the skills going to be improving on: riding position, throttle management, brake management. So you'll see that go up over the course of the season. So this is the new end of race cinematics. Obviously if you're on the podium, you actually get to see yourself on the podium. I haven't actually seen that yet because I haven't finished on the podium yet, which is pretty embarrassing, but oh well. So let's head back into the career menu. There's not going to be a lot to do in the career menu right now, for now, because obviously we don't have the bike development, so we can't do that. So we're just going to be heading into the next weekend, which is going to be at Italy, and it's going to be Misano. So, no, not Misano, Mugello. Let's get into it. So here we are then, the next race here at Mugello, starting from the back, of course. So right at the back, look, you see the bike moving. That's one thing really which I've noticed big on this game. The traction control's on. Get off. The bike, the individual parts on the bike seem to move around a little bit more, which makes it feel a little bit more realistic. So that's pretty decent, and a really good addition and development point from Milestone. We've come to turn number 1, taking it easy. And I'm recording this on Monday, the week of the release, so I think it's like the 3rd of June or something today. But the Mugello race was on yesterday, so if you haven't seen that already, you should have already seen it. But obviously we saw Jorge Lorenzo took the win. Man, Lorenzo on Ducati taking the win as we get all that shape out of there, but we get underneath for 9th place, and maybe we could head underneath for 8th place as well. Oh, if we can't just get it right. Oh man, tough battling there with the AIs running a bit wide. Wow, that was a bit close. So already improving over the start of Jerez. Obviously, like I said, Jerez is not my personal favourite track, to be honest. But Mugello, I've done a lot on this game. Obviously, I needed a track to practice on, so I just chose Mugello as it was. It was the first. Well, it was the first race. Well, it was the race of the race weekend, and that makes sense. So I've done a lot of laps around here, but in a MotoGP bike. So not in a Red Bull Rookies, but obviously it's gonna be a lot later braking points than the MotoGP bikes, as we've got a lot slower top speed. As we head through here, oh my god, we're getting all sorts of corner cuts there. See what I mean? Just not used to these Red Bull Rookies bike through there. We didn't gain time. Just fortunate to come into this quite difficult long left-hander, which is the final corner, which comes onto the straight. So you need to get it all right out of there. You can't be wheel spinning out of that final corner. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to wheel spin in these Red Bull Rookies bikes, but it's all about getting onto the back of your opponent so you can pick up that slipstream, and we are about 2.5 seconds off of the leader in terms of his initial lap time, which is expected, I guess. But hopefully we can start reeling them in as we brake very late into turn number 1, or just underneath for 8th place there. A very Iannone-esque move, you know, dive bombing. Sorry to any Iannone fans, but we get the job done. So, second lap. See what we can do here on the second lap. I mean, we're going to be going on to Denise Onku. So his brother, by the looks of it, is leading. So it's like Alex and Marc Marquez. You wouldn't want to be Alex Marquez, because if your brother's Marquez, who's a multiple world champion at such a young age as well. No pressure. But on the back of Onku then, let's see if we can find a way round. We're in a bit wide there. That's cost us time. Just missed that apex by a mile, and you can see it's all about corner speed, which we didn't carry through that corner. But we're getting a bit back onto the back of Onku now. Braking late into this quite tight chicane as we get on the inside curb. Try to get on the power as early as possible. Hold it, and we've got a run on Onku. A slight run, only a slight run as we go late on the brakes up the inside here. See if we can make it stick. He's going to hold it around the outside somehow. How is he doing that? Oh, we've just nerfed him out. Oops. But that's us in 7th place now. So onto the back of Xavier Come on, Xavier, as we get another corner cut there. I can't get that chicane right. Just going too slow through it, if that makes sense. I expect to have to turn in a little bit extra. Coming into the final corner. See if we can hook it onto the back of Xavier as we run out wide. That isn't good. We're going to be vulnerable here as we go onto the straight. Who is that? No, it's Denise Onku. Oh my god, what? He just clipped the back of us and braked. What? Oh well, okay. 203.7 from Onku. We do a 203 flat. We do a 203.7. So we're 7 tenths off the pace. Braking very late and then into turn number 1. It's an uphill braking zone, so you can brake quite late, especially on these smaller bikes with a lower top speed. Coming through here. Onto the back of Xavier. Come on, Xavier. Oh. We've actually got a pretty decent run right now. As we're going to pull out the slipstream. Head up the inside. Oh my god, he's squeezing us. Not giving us the room, and we're down. We're down. Let's take a replay of that. Let's just take a quick replay of that, man. You see. Oh, I can't rotate like you could in the last game, but you see, you just got up the inside. Oh, and the curb. The curb and then the ragdoll effect. Really taking a punishment, so I ain't going to rewind it there, but I'm going to rewind to there. Let's get back into this race then. Oh, you see, we've dropped so many positions. Right on the last lap. That was unfortunate, that is. And hopefully the bike hasn't taken too much damage, although it isn't turning in now. Or maybe that's just the line we took and we dropped down to 17th. Get underneath him. Oh, okay. See if we can make up any positions. So you just got to push. Come on. We had some decent pace. We were up in like 6th place. That would have been good for the championship. Looks like we're not going to get any points here. Break in late as we can. See if we can do anything into the chicane. Trying to get over the curb. That's better through there. We were not able to get a decent run. I can't believe we actually fell off. Brake as late as possible. Oh, a bit too late. Pull it back round for a later apex. Oh, that was good through that final corner, but not enough. Just not enough. Onku wins. We're going to get probably no points. I'm not sure how the points work at the lower end of the grid. Oh, but that's really annoying. Really annoying. A mistake in our second race. It's not going to be good for the rep. So, as you can see, here's the championship now. And we are in 16th. We've moved down. We're pretty much the last person with points. That's not good. So we've got to really recover in the next race. See, we didn't really gain much rep. We were on, well, we gained 45 rep, or did we go from 69 down to 45? But this is not what we need. We need to get in the next race, and we need to get on the podium if we want to recover in this career. So let's get into the next race. Right then, here we are at Assen for one of my favourite tracks, probably my favourite track on MotoGP. So let's see if we get a decent result here then. We need to get on that podium, and we've got traction control on full again. I don't know why it does that automatically. But as you can see, all the yellow smoke around here. We've got to go for that podium, and I'm going to be aggressive on this race and hopefully not put it on the deck like we did out at the last race. It really cost us a lot of points and a lot of reputation actually in our career. So we're going to flip it to the inside down here. You see loads of just KTMs everywhere. Very aggressive up the inside there. We've got to be aggressive here if we want to do well. So we're on the back of Xavier again. Xavier. Once again. So we've got 3 laps here, and we've only got, after this race, we've only got like 4 races left in our season to get into Moto 3. I don't want to be stuck in Red Bull rookies again. Oh my god, we're all over the curb there. That's annoying. When you get clipped on the curb, it's going to throw you to the inside of the corner, which is not what you want. But we're up into 6th place. Braking very late. Oh my god. We almost fell off there. We're actually carrying so much speed, and this is one of my favourite tracks. So I kind of know where to push it a little bit. As we're being over aggressive actually. I probably need to calm down before I end up making a mistake. You see getting over the curb there. It's going to throw us off if we're not careful. Come on then, onto the back of Denise Onku. So already a massive improvement over the previous 2 races. Bringing it round through here. Pretty wide, but we're able to carry quite a lot of speed. And then braking as late as we can into the final chicane. Bringing it round. Oh well, got a bit of a corner cut there. We need to be more careful on the final chicane, but it's the first time doing the chicane. Obviously all the tracks have been rescanned, so they're slightly different, so I probably took the line from MotoGP 17. So already we're actually on to the podium runners. It's whether we've got the pace to catch up and overtake, and whether we're able to take a win round here. A win would really do some good in our reputation, and probably make up for our loss in the previous 2 rounds. Not through this first sector, we're not able to do anything. But maybe through the second half of the lap we'll be able to catch up. So can we pick up any slipstream? Onku is unstoppable in Red Bull Rookies. On this game at least. But let's see if we can be just as unstoppable as we get a bit wide through there. Onto the back of Carrasco. Bit wide through there as well. Just not what you want. Just not what you want. Getting underneath Carrasco. That was very aggressive. I thought I was coming off there, but it's not even Can Onku leading the way. So we're getting all over the curbs again. Oh, we've messed up our line here. We're going to be under pressure here, but we're in a podium running place right now. We're going to have one more lap after this one, so a win could be a bit of a push. Definitely not impossible, but with the way we've just fallen back from the front 2 here, might be a bit more difficult. Might have to settle for 3rd place, but a podium in our 3rd race would be really good. Let's see what we can do coming on to the final lap then. There we go, we get the final chicane done a little bit better. And one of the main differences I noticed about the handling is the fact that it's a lot more sensitive, which is good. So it means you can turn the bike in quicker and sharper than you could on the last game. Felt a bit sloppy at times on the last game, but these are all points I'll be covering in my review. But Can Onku, can we get Can Onku, can, yeah. So we'll see what we can do then. Sort of we really make the gains at the end of this straight, and then into the next few corners is really where we gain the time on the AI. But let's see what we can do then. We're not under too much pressure from 4th place behind. He's actually dropped back into the clutches of 5th place a little bit, so that's going to help us out. We take a very wide line through there, which might have paid off, I'm not too sure. But we're on the back of Can Onku now, and he took a much tighter line, so he got out the corner that little bit better than us. If we can just get onto the back of him and pick up his slipstream for the next straight, we'll be alright. Again running wide, getting a lot of wheel spin. Tyre wear is on, remember. I never used to use tyre wear on my career mode before, so I didn't like it on the previous game, but they've been improved over on this game. But I haven't been able to test it properly yet. One aspect of the game I haven't tested the new tyre model, but so far it feels nice. Not too much tyre wear on these 3-lap races, but as we get into 7-lap races, then probably will. And we're just not got the pace, and we're under pressure from 4th place. Where has he gone? Where has he gone? I'm going to have to brake very late into the final chicane to keep it. So that, we made a massive mistake there. We just didn't take enough cornering speed there. Almost lost a podium, but we managed to take our first podium here in Red Bull Rookies. It's just what you want for your season. Just what you want for your season. So you can see here, 3rd place. That is just what we want to see here. So here we are for the Riders' Championship. Where are we? We have got to have moved up. I mean, the leader's on 70 points, but we have moved up 6 places. We're into 10th place, so maybe we can jump up to 5th would be a decent result, I think. We're not too many points off, but let's get into the next race. You can see we've gained a lot more rep now because we've got a podium and get a lot more skills as well. But let's get into the next race. So here we are then for the next round. We're going to turn traction control off for the race start. But we're here for the next round, the 4th round, Sachsenring. Here for the first episode of our career mode and probably the final race of this episode, and we'll finish the season off in the next one and hopefully jump onto a Moto3 bike for the 3rd episode. That is the plan. If it all goes to plan, as we get all out of shape, very lucky, and we might get a penalty for that. We've got the official rules on, so the stewards might not take that nicely, but we still haven't had a wet race yet. That's one thing I am impressed with on the game, the wet race graphics. I haven't done a raining track, but I've done a wet track before. And just the water graphics look so nice on this game compared to the last one. And Sachsenring is one of those tracks where I absolutely hate it. I really dislike Sachsenring as a track, as in I'm not a track to watch at, but more of a track to play a game. I don't know, I just couldn't get on with it in the previous game, but obviously it's been rescanned, so maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to do a little bit better on this game this time round. But we'll have to wait and see. So so far we're not dropping off. I mean, right now we're doing a lot better than we did in Jerez at the start of the race. So let's see what we could do then. We've got 2 laps. It's really short track, so got to make the most of each lap, as we're just getting a little bit wide. And 10th place gets us back. Coming to the final corner then. It's uphill braking, so we just let the bike roll in, and it can engine brake itself and use gravity as well. But let's see what we can do. So we're on 10th place, and we've got 2 more laps. A 135 flat, we're going to do a 137.6. Obviously it's on the first lap. Braking into turn number 1 then. Very aggressive up the inside of Xavier maybe. So let's get Xavier then. Let's try again down the inside into this corner. Careful of that inside curb. Very slippy curbs on this game. You can't use them like you did in the previous games. We managed to sort of barge our way underneath for 7th place, and now for 6th place onto the back of Philip Salak. Oh my god, the rear's going. Really pushing it round here. Getting a lot of wheel spin, as you can see if you look at the bottom right. The rear tyre's taking a bit of a beating compared to the front tyre. Obviously these are very light bikes, so they're going to be a bit easier on the tyres. It's running out wide there, this ain't good. Doing a bit of motocross. We managed to hold it, and we lose out for 6th place again. Get underneath him, and back into 6th place, so snap straight back. So, Philip Salak, where are we going to get you, mate? Going to probably look into the turn number 1, as long as we can hook up a decent final few corners. Trying to run wide around here, very easy to run wide, and again I'm really leaning on that rear tyre a little bit too much, but it's okay because it's only a 3-lap race, so you may as well use your tyres up. But uphill acceleration as well, going to pick up all that wheel spin, but we're going to pick up some slipstream off of Philip Salak, so maybe we can get into 5th and maybe into 4th place. I mean, we just set fastest lap of the race, to be honest. Breaking into turn number 1 then. So we managed to get into 4th place as well. So can we get Kanonku, the championship leader? If we could demote him from a podium position, that would be a decent result for us and decent for everyone else in the championship, as we're getting all over the place around here. As I say, Sachsenring isn't my favourite track, probably my least favourite track to ride, and we've lost so much time. So hopes of a podium going to be a bit difficult. I don't think we'll be able to get, but 4th place would be really good for us in the championship. Gotta watch out for the curbs. Very swooping long left-handers around here. Really leaning on the left-hand side of the tyre quite a lot. So if you're on a GP bike, you really have to be careful. Again, we're getting out wide onto that curb. And oh my god, he tried to ram into us. But yeah, leaning on the left-hand side. I mean, look how long you're on the left-hand side. So a very physical track for riders. Obviously on the game it's okay, but still you're going to be using the left-hand side of your tyres up a little bit more. So as you can see, Onku's really pulled out the gap on us there. So coming around this penultimate corner, taking a very wide line. You need to take a tighter line in this game. Well, not this game, on this in this class of bike, the Red Bull Rookie. So you can really get away with a wider line in a GP bike, but on this round here, nah, you just can't get away with it. So as you can see, we're going to take 3rd place. Pretty decent result. 3rd place. Right, so let's see what reputation we're looking like. So we've got 4th place, a good result for us. And moved up to 7th. So that's good. I mean, third place might be a bit of a push. I mean, he's already, 35 points ahead of us. So maybe we could get fourth place if we get our Philip Salak. But I have to wait and see. But we did actually see... right, okay, so we've got some more rep, some more points. So that's it from the Saxon Ring. Fourth place, the team are happy with that. Nice new animation, and they're not all the same animation, which is nice to see. But a decent result from us there. So that is going to do it for this first episode of our career mode here. You can see we've got 766. Is that reputation or followers? I'm not sure what it's meant to be. I think it's reputation, but I think it's also followers. I'm not too sure. My career, let's have a look. So let's take a look at our career. So we've got 14th, 16th, 3rd, 4th. So we've really picked it up after the first two races. Pretty disappointing first two races, but we've picked up our first podium. Red Bull rookies, we're not going to win the championship, let's face it. It's going to be pretty difficult. But maybe we could pick up a Moto 3 championship, Moto 2 championship, and then obviously GP championship later on. But it's all to come in the career mode, so make sure you do check it out. Make sure you subscribe to not miss a single episode of this career mode, and make sure you share it around if you did enjoy. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, links in the description, and we will see you in the next one.